Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, fellow TPCians across the globe. My name is Emmanuel Diniswa, a brother from another mother. So much excited again to have this opportunity. Today is the 4th of September 2019, and my time is 2100 hours, 17 minutes past 9 p.m. South African time. And this is my 379 live broadcast in this community. So much spirited as ever to continue sharing admin updates. Particularly, we have the most important articles here nowadays that are coming from the admin. Allow me, as usually, to kindly lead you into our admin blog. Let's go to Insight so that we can, no, let me just go out there. Let's go Insight and share these updates. We have wonderful updates in this community. We have the first one on the list says, let's forge ahead with clarity of purpose. A wonderful contribution. If you click the video, let's see what we have. This is for me, this is for you to access at all times. This is the video that you need to listen to. These videos, they come from various broadcasters. They add value to our community. This is the schooling part, the schooling platform. If you need to know more about TPC, plug yourself, attend to this live broadcast. We have various voices here, various presenters or various broadcasters. This will make you to be in a better position to understand TPC further. So please, I encourage you to listen to this wonderful contribution by my colleagues in the community. Now let's go to the next one. TPC admin cares and is listening. It's an article image which is posted today, the 4th of September 2019. Now let me just open up for you so that we can read together this article. It's one of the most important articles. It says TPC admin cares and is listening. It's an article image. You can see the date, the 4th of September 2019. It reads as follows. It's not easy to listen to an opposing point of view. But as the admin of TPC, I'm willing to do that and respond quickly. This is admin, guys. This is admin who is our leader. Let us listen closely, listen attentively to what he is saying. He says, I come in peace and I have a great deal of patience. Just because some people are outspoken doesn't mean they are right about everything. I listen very carefully and I can pick out what has merit from what doesn't. I am responsive too. Don't believe anyone that would suggest I am not open to advice. The evidence of receiving advice is all over this blog. You can see videos in this blog where I am in the chat area of a live broadcast, responding to everything. I have been spending a great deal of my time every day for years, listening to every second of a broadcaster in English before I post it here on the blog. I am listening because I care. I have been attending weekly broadcasting meetings for months now and reaching out to the broadcasters and inviting them to connect with me on a one-on-one basis too. Just because there isn't a formal body advising me doesn't mean I am not getting advice. I get advice all the time from those I meet with and from those expressing themselves on social media. Right? This is the admin talking to all of us. It goes on to say, it was recently suggested that some debate should be in place before rolling out a new policy. And I agreed to that. And within hours of hearing that suggestion, I wrote this article. Remember this article, the http://blog.thebillioncoin.info is a very good thing within the TPC community post opening thoughts. Remember this article here. The same also suggested that there should be room to adjust the new policy, and immediately I wrote this article here, http://blog.thebillioncoin.info is open to adjusting the new policy article. Even though it has been very clear to me that this former TPC leader is part of a conspiracy to do a hostile takeover of the Kringli society and continue his long practice of poaching the TPC members away from TPC towards one of the shiny objects he is pursuing at any given time. Most recently, a token that has yet to be launched. I still listen and can sort out good advice when I hear it, but that doesn't change the fact that he has proven to be very ignorant of what a private society is and what the role of an overseer is, and even what the role of a privy council does within it. Yet again, it does seem to be time to set up a privy council, and I immediately took action, and this is the result so far. This link, the http://blog.thebillioncoin.info. I can't see there. .info2 TPC's #admin #calls for the establishment of the official Kringli society privy council to redress the grievances of the TPC members peacefully veto. Read this link, guys. I'm just reading from this link here. Today, they suggested that there is an emergency within the TPC community regarding the important notice. So I had it removed from the public notice area of the website. And when the coin development team wakes up in the next time zone, the following, they will replace what is there now. Please disregard the important notice that was here previously. TPC admin approaches to all, especially any that found themselves in a negative, unforeseen situation as a result of the announcement of a new policy. We are coming together as a community to seek solutions. Please stay updated by reading the blog. The http://blog.thebillioncoin.info /inverted commas. Quick, responsive, and responsible action has been the result so far from me, the admin of TPC. I do hope things calm down worldwide and that all emergencies regarding this come to an end soon. This is all proof that good things come from a bad situation, even though willfully ignorance is at the very root of all of this. And again, we need to overcome that as a community. The mission to end poverty globally will require that this community overcomes willful ignorance in order to properly organize ourselves to be effective in the tasks relating to completing this important mission. Talk about an emergency. There are emergencies every day all over the world because people are dying daily due to abject poverty. Has this former TPC leader forgotten that? Well, that remains to be seen because for now, he appears to be hyper-focused on their hostile takeover of the Kringle Society and unseating the admin of TPC. It doesn't appear to me to be concerned at all at the damage they have already caused by not following protocols when it comes to redressing concerns within our private society, such as taking any concerns they may have to an active TPC leader, such as Enbe Derek, one-on-one quietly, so not to cause trouble for the whole TPC community. Only a troublemaker goes out in the public and uses YouTube as a pulpit. Part of their plan is to disrupt the TPC community by being outspoken on YouTube. If they truly cared about the mission of TPC, they should set aside their prejudices against its admin, follow proper protocols, and watch and see what happens. They should stop the long practice of poaching and stop using YouTube as a pulpit and stop being surprised when others also use the same approach of using YouTube to call them out on what they are obviously doing. I come in peace, and your group should find some peace enough to allow our TPC community to move forward with our mission without further disruptions from bullies and conspirators. Right? Let us be. After all, the TPC admin has steered the TPC community into a hyper-growth wave that certainly has the potential of fulfilling our objective of having 1 billion members this year of 2019. Then we have this article here, which is the growth article. You can see that the billion coin, if you check from here, July, in the mid between July and June, this is July. July, it has been growing up to, July, it shows the July hyper, July to August, I suppose. Now, I am human, and sometimes unforeseen things can happen as a result of a decisive action. I'm allowed to learn from such things too without being castigated needlessly. Raising funds is an important part of our preparation towards paying for the technology we will need in order to have the ability to process mass quantities of transactions as part of fulfilling our mission. Let us be. We are a peace-loving community. We certainly don't need former TPC leaders coming in to disrupt our operations. So go in peace and do as you please towards a productive and not a destructive objective of your own. None of you will be seen as heroes for tearing into the TPC community, regardless of your delusions of grandeur. Go build something, and maybe that will be great. We will debate the options available to raise the funds needed to complete our important mission. Because every day, somewhere, really emergencies are happening because of abject poverty. It is a matter of life and death. What you are doing is working. The fact that I pay out so many Bitcoin bounties every day is proof that we are raising poor people out of poverty, one person at a time. It's a numbers game, and our numbers are getting bigger. I am determined to press forward. We need to give admin a clap here. This is admin, TPC admin. Whoop. Yeah. Guys, nobody is bigger than TPC admin. Nobody. Nobody is bigger than the creator of TPC admin. None at all, except God himself. You can allow people who are becoming too big for their boots. It's not, we don't need those elements here. We joined TPC at your own will. When you join TPC, nobody forces you. And if you feel unhappy about TPC, why not leave us alone? Why not leave us in peace? We never brought this concept. It is only the Billion Coin creator. And we shouldn't become something else. If you feel you are no longer in this marriage, you are free to go to divorce. Go and do your own thing peacefully. But if you have problems, we have protocols. Remember, we are self-regulated. Admin's office, admin's door is open-ended, I suppose. We address concerns in the right manner, not haphazardly. You cannot, as a leader, if you are not satisfied with anything, go to YouTube and say things out there. Once you do that, we immediately see that you are very ignorant. If a leader goes to YouTube and says something negative, either about other people, we read a lot from that. We can see the hollow in the brain or in the mind. We can see that one is ignorant. Life doesn't need to be approached in that manner. If I am not happy with anything, I need to address things privately with the concerned parties. I cannot just go into YouTube and vomit my anger. What do you expect to gain by doing such an act? Is unethical. Let us grow and be mature. If ever we are not happy or we are angry with anything or we have any misunderstanding, let us learn to address things in an ethical fashion or manner. And guys, let me, this is my own opinion. You cannot become bigger than your father. Your father will remain your father. Your parents will remain your parents. It doesn't matter whether you are educated or what. And we have learned this, everything, what we, in fact, what we have, what we are today, we did not even dreamt of it. We are what we are because we have been mentored by TPC admin. Reading the blog has mentored us, has schooled us. Because we were dead. The elites had finished with all of us. Let us be clear. The elites had a plan against humanity. And they have destroyed a lot of people, billions of people, millions of people. They have confused. They still continue. They have been successful in their agendas. We are the only few lucky to have learned about TPC, to have had time to read the blog. When you read the blog, we started having our eyes opening. All the brainwash was stuck within our brains. I'm talking from experience, from myself. I was like a blind man. I never even thought of a life of abundance, an abundance lifestyle. I never. I had told myself that everything is finished with me because the elites had finished, had finalized me. And when I say me, I'm referring to millions of other people. Some other people died without even realizing their potentials within them. There are so many talents that went to the grave without those people having realized those talents. They are lying deeply buried in the graveyard. But because of TPC, here we are today. And we need to work together in harmony and duplicate ourselves to other people who are not yet in TPC. We shouldn't allow any pollution at this stage. We shouldn't allow any illy things. We shouldn't spread bad news in this community. It is not easy, guys, to build, but it is easy to destroy. Let us support TPC admin. He is a great man. He is a great leader. And he is human too, like all of us. And we are now in a journey. We need to focus our minds and visualize and imagine TPC becoming a liquid currency. Guys, come on, man. We should think like adults. We should think like billionaires and millionaires. It's so much disturbing to hear such things. Let us support our leader. If I am not happy with TPC, I need to leave TPC because I am not TPC. How can you go behind and start working against TPC admin? What do you aim to achieve? Hello, TPCians. These are my personal remarks. Let us share the facts. Life is about sharing facts. Life is about having positive facts. If we don't have facts in life, you will never build anything. It is easy to build, but it takes time. I mean, it is easy to destroy, but it is difficult to build. Let us not interfere with TPC admin. He is a great man. He is a God-given asset. We need to support him and learn a lot from him. We learn a lot of things from him. Just look at these wonderful promotions that are going on. The Bitcoin contest, the Bitcoin bounties, the 2019 promotion. Look at the mission and the vision of TPC. TPC is the only first abundance-based cryptocurrency in the planet Earth. The only one. And look at how it has changed people's lives globally. We are now having a residual income in TPC. I have earned it many times since TPC was upgraded. Members, let us not entertain anything coming from other people who are actually having a bad intention. We cannot afford to destroy TPC at this juncture. We have worked hard. We keep on working hard. The Billion Coin admin has given everything to us. We need to support him. This is how far I can go. I will come back again and share my own inputs and have my own inputs as also one of the unique voices in this community called the Billion Coin. May God ever protect our admin and bless him wherever he is, in Jesus' name. Till we meet again, I sign off. I thank you. Bye.
Bye.